topic, we are covering multiple topics as there are a lot of updates happened in last week in our product, and some are not yet deployed but will be deployed in a few days. And starting from like gamify your course now, we have introduced one feature. You can enable play and practice with avatar in any course you have. Previously, it was limited to SAT course only. Now you can enable it in any course. That is one feature we will talk about today. Second will be there are major changes in the Spaces product. We have added one feature like you can add your own AI agent uh, in any of these space that can help them learn better your user or understand the concept in the way they understand. And also like editing the quiz questions, which was demanded by one of our customers only. It was a big demand. So many changes we did in Spaces feature. Apart from that, we also worked on customization of courses. You can customize the custom colors and background images of your course cards in the user portal. And also now there is an option to create your own overview page. We will cover it one by one. Our engineering team members, Aditya, Manasvi, they will explain these features one by one. So maybe we can start with Aditya. Can we start with Spaces feature updates?
Yeah, definitely, sure.
So let's share the screen and let's start the discussion.
So please let me know if my screen is visible. Yeah. So earlier, while initializing a course space, this is an interface when you don't have any course space initialized. So earlier you had just two features, I mean two fields to update. First one was the course name, space name, and second was the description. And right now we have like tons of more features which are related to all the individual spaces. So now you can create and now you can control the tabs which are visible in the individual spaces you create further on from here also. So this is kind of a global settings. So whatever space you create inside of this space course will follow by default these settings. For example, if you don't want this create a notes feature in all of your spaces, you can disable it from here, then initialize this course space. So any further space you create in this particular course space will not have by default creator nodes turned on. And similarly here, ask avatar and practice avatar, these features were already there. Now we have just given this view so as we can have default values for all those spaces so that you do not need to again and again go on each and individual spaces and attach the avatar you want, the practice avatar you want, right? And there is one newer feature here among all these, which is this add AI agents. So, for example, if you have any of these agents available in your portal, for example, this favorite character tutor or worksheet generator, you can add these as a chatbot to your space. So I will quickly do it and give you all a demo, like how it all works. I've turned off creator notes and attached this favorite character tutor, and I'm also going to attach one of our practice avatar here, which is Mia, and I initialize this code space. This is the view when you create the code space for the first time, and you can also change it in after you get some videos onto it. For example, right now you want to change the default bot for any other one. You can do it also. Let me just pull up a video for, or even like I can, yeah, let me just pull up a video for ACT. Just give me a minute. Okay, I'm back actually. And right now I'm going to create a space for this particular video. It is related to ACT as we are in this ACT course. So I'm giving it around 30 to 40-second max so that it pulls up the video and creates all the personalized content for me. It didn't even take 40 seconds. I guess it took just 5 to 6 seconds to me. And as you can see, we had turned off creator notes by default. So this space which got created didn't had this creator notes by default turned on. And later you can even customize these settings via individually via spaces also using this plus button. So this is like the creator note which was not installed and which was not enabled earlier. We can enable it from here also. So once I get it, I can easily add my creator notes here, click the save button, and there we are. We are completely done with creator notes. Next up, as this chatbot was also by default here, I did not have to choose Mia from the list manually for all the spaces. And to change the settings which we initialized via initializing this code space, I can click on this gear icon. And here also, if I want that all my further spaces that I create to have this creator nodes on by default, I will turn this on and I will save the changes. So all my further spaces from all what I create will have this creator nodes by default. And suppose you do not want to have this summary tab in your space. Okay. So you what you can do is click on this cross icon. It will disable the summary tab from this space. Okay. And if you want to re-enable it, it's really simple. Go on the plus button, click upon add summary once again, and you get it back here. The content was preserved. And one the newer feature what we have these days is this agents. Okay, so we can now add multiple agents to our spaces. It's very similar to this one. Just go to the plus button, select the agent you want, then add. This will add this agent as I have already done, which is this favorite character tutor. And you can just ask this agent to like explain this content in, for example, if my favorite character is Spider-Man or let's say Iron Man, and I relate most things in those terms. So I can ask this bot to like explain me the content of this video in such manner. And earlier there was one more feature was which was quiz. Now there is one thing is instead of just generating quizzes via our agents, you can also like attach quizzes from the practice test what you already have in this course. Okay, so like for example, if I can go to practice test, I can see there is one practice test which is already there, immediate algebra. And if I want this practice test to be added as a quiz to my space, I go back to the space and go to the quiz tab again and like attach that test from here and just use the selected test. Once it's done, it will give you a brief overview of the quiz that you have just attached. You can like change the questions from your question database also by clicking on this advanced edit. This edit feature is like editing this particular questions if you want. And for example, if you want more questions to be added from your question database, right? So what you can do is click on advanced edit. It backs to you and a new tab to this similar UI, which is the one we use while creating practice tests, and use this question database to add or remove questions. You can also remove the existing questions if you feel like it's okay, this particular question, if it had been an AI generated question and you did not like it, you can easily remove it from here and update it. If I do this one, removing and update, after updation, I go back here and I view the quiz. Okay, I got the last question removed. Now I just have 9 questions left. And one, let me just check. Okay. And if you want to edit this quiz also, if you have more quizzes here, they all will also pop up, and you can even update this quiz whenever you like. I guess that's it for the spaces side. I guess we can definitely move on. Okay, I've missed one thing. There is a widely requested feature for like having a very immersive view on spaces. We already had this full screen toggle button, and now what we have one more feature is to drag and like resize the content of these windows. Two windows we have. Suppose you want to like have full attention on this uh, video, and you can do is this drag this one to the prop to your desired length, and you can like have the content view in a better format. The same will be available. This same is already available on your student portal. So once you deploy this space, the same exact same thing is also there for their benefit. So that was it from the courses side, spaces side.
Yeah, so thanks Aditya for the explanation. And so this was, as guys, you can see there are a lot of new features our team has added in these spaces to make it more impactful for your audience. If you have any question related to it, please ask. So we can move to uh, another feature otherwise. Anyone, any questions, Soumya or Garima? Okay, I guess we can then move to the next feature. Yeah, thanks, Karima. So maybe we can move to the next feature that we have added. Manasvi will explain those features. Manasvi, can we start discussing that
Yeah,
feature?
sure. Yeah, sure. I guess my screen is visible.
Yeah, Manasvi, it's
So, yeah. So first thing, like we have changed the UI of the course card. So now what is the thing like the users like the admins can upload the images from here, the course setting. You can upload the thumbnail of the course or you can change the color of the card. That will be previewed over here. So if you want to make the this course page more attractive, you can upload thumbnails and change the card colors. And now what is the thing like you can turn on play and practice in any of the course from same the course setting here. So generally what happens if you have enough number of questions in the course, it will directly turn on this feature. Otherwise it will auto generate the questions and notify you once it's completed. So and then like it will enable the feature for play and practice in the course. Now next thing is like we have added a overview section. So what is the thing like now you can design your own overview page that is visible on the app side. So there are basically three main sections that are video section, text section, and HTML section. So like if you add a video section, just paste a URL over here. Let's see. Yeah. So the preview of the video is here only, and then you can add more section like some text over here, and then HTML section. So here also you can like paste your code or write the code that will be like rendered. So yeah, you can do all of these things and then just save this. And once you save this, what will happen like in the app side in the overview section, if I show you, uh, Yeah, so here the things will come over here. Right now it's not properly rendering. This will be fixed very soon. So yeah, here the things will be rendered over here.
I guess
So
the main idea here is to kind of give you guys full freedom on building a course overview page where maybe in the text section you can talk about all the nitty-gritties, different resources, share links on kind of scheduling meetings or other resources which you already have. So that can go into your text section for that course, and then like a video that can explain how the whole thing is gonna run. That you have the freedom, and the idea around HTML section or adding something along those things is we see a lot of like these testimonial sites. They give you an HTML string that you can attach, and then the whole testimonial gets pulled into. So I guess the key idea here is to kind of make it so that any free user coming to your course portal uh, is actually activated or is attracted towards the course offering. So you can either write text, you can have a video, you can attach testimonials or other things that makes people makes kid trust your program more, and kind of maybe do a purchase. So and you can add as many of these sections in whichever order, uh, and and I think yeah, basically that will help you. I think that's the main goal of kind of changing this whole overview page.
Yeah, apart from this, enabling play and practice and practice with avatar is also a big feature. Although it is just a toggle here, but it adds a lot of value to your courses. Previously, it was you were able to get these feature in as a T course. Now you can deploy it into any course that you are building. So that is a another big enablement we did.
Yeah, actually, and we touched upon that. Thanks, Amit. Actually, that's a good point because we were touching upon it in the last office hour, and this was almost close. So we just kind of worked really hard this past week to kind of enable this feature. So one thing which is going to happen when you enable this, as one as we very briefly touched, like that if you don't have enough questions on that topic, this the when you enable this feature, our engine is gonna go and actually go generate at least like 24 questions per topic. And Y24, it generates at least 8 questions, and like in an easy range around 8 questions, in medium range and around 8 questions in hard range on that topic. And again, it will not generate. I mean, if there are already enough sufficient questions that you have added while you build the course, then it will not do. So it is only trying to kind of basically check and see how many more questions it needs, because our gamification engine in one go needs 5 questions. So the thought process is that at least like the first five games, 4 to 5 games can already be played. And then from that point onward, basically it kind of becomes an infinite question generation engine. So depending upon whether that kid is, or like if they're an intermediate mastery level, then the AI is just gonna create more medium difficulty questions for them on the fly from that point onwards, and just give it to them to kind of to play uh, in a gamified manner. So in a way, it will become like an infinite question generation engine if you enable that. And I'm guessing like after maybe the first 10, 20, 50 students have played in that kind of course, there will be enough question that we probably won't have to run the generation engine in the background for that topic. So that's the thought process, and that's how this whole system will work. So it initially generates enough questions so that it can keep on running play feature or like gamification feature, and then eventually kind of keeps on generating on demand. Any question around this? I know a lot of people always wanted like the SAT sort of feature on other courses, so it's finally there. All right, and I think the practice with Avatar, I guess we already talked about it. So the same idea, but like in a chat-based environment, not a game environment. So practice with Avatar will also do the same thing. It will keep on generating new questions and keep on asking questions. So uh, both of these things are enabled. I mean, or can be enabled in any of the courses that are already deployed. Or going forward, if you build a new course, we will ask you at the time of deployment whether or not you want to, enable these features.
Yeah. So anybody, any question? Soumya, Karima?
All right, I guess we can move on.
Yeah. Apart from all this, if you guys have any question, you can ask in generally also, like not this feature.
Yeah, and I think no thanks, Garma. And I think one thing would be there that maybe the question quality and maybe other the charges. So when all these questions are generated, it is going to basically consume AI credit that or you already have as in your plan. So like yeah, behind the scene, we are running AI engines and these AI models to generate and verify and pretty much make sure that the quality is there, the pattern are exactly matching the original questions. I guess one thing we missed out is that while you are trying to enable the plain practice, make sure that you have enough questions on each topic and at least all the variety of questions in your environment, because what our AI is actually doing at that point is it is trying to understand the different question types, their pattern of asking questions, the language, the style of asking questions. So it is trying to learn from all those things, like in the initial, what we are calling like seed questions for a new course. So it is first going to try and learn from them and then generate more question in a very similar style and pattern. So if we don't have any questions, I would say like not much. Even if, I mean, basically you try to make sure that the different question patterns or like are already represented in your. So there is no hard and fast rule. If there is only one style of asking question in that topic, just two or three is enough. But say if there are like different patterns of asking question, I don't know, let's say linear equations or something, then yeah, we need to have enough like all the different types of questions.
So the reason why I'm asking you this, and I have not tried this feature again recently, but I mean, your team, your brilliantly amazing team, they helped me put AP questions for AP physics, chemistry, biology. Okay, pretty recently we did that.
Yes.
And those are like 200, 300 questions at least per subject, right? I'm not sure like how topic wise, but I would say like 40 to 50 questions per topic must be there. But when I was trying to generate similar questions using AI at that point, what I was seeing is that, for example, for physics, if it's a mechanics question, it's only changing like the values, like maybe there is a projectile question or something. It's not testing the concept as such. It's just like, okay, if the the acceleration was 2 meters per second square, it just made it like 5.2 meters, like just very minor change. Now, is there something that's a limitation with AI itself, or is
No,
it?
and yeah, I mean there are some limitations, obviously, yeah. Like, but
Hmm.
when it comes to more complex things, but we do have we have added this thing called code
Okay.
interpreter, which
Okay.
actually makes it like it gives it a kind of a coding environment where it can solve complex maths as well by writing code. So that improves the accuracy by quite a bit. Uh, but actually, while we are on this, Prakash, are you here?
Because I have experienced similar thing. For example, if I have like an assignment of 10 questions from a student, and they're like, oh, can you give me similar problems? But now when they are asking similar problems, that just doesn't mean like just change the values, like
Yeah, yeah.
so.
Prakash,
But I had this
can you
with
please?
ChatGPT and even with Claude with premium accounts also. So I'm assuming maybe it's a AI thing. I don't know. You guys will know more. I don't know this.
No, so in general, see, Gariman, like the where we are seeing also it failing a lot is around logic. So the logical reasoning is still pretty low on a lot of these models. And that's why when you will look into like some of these benchmarks which kind of test them on like logical reasoning and kind of more conceptual understanding, they fail. So
I
in
see.
general, for similar question generation, we have consistently seen it failing, very honestly,
Okay.
on
No
things
problem.
like grammar, right, where there is actually more complex rules, like particularly English grammar, where there are like a lot of rules and things like that. It makes mistakes there. It makes
Mhm.
mistakes when concepts are getting more complex.
I see. Okay.
In
Just
general.
good to know.
Yeah,
Uh,
but that's what we try to engineer that it doesn't do that by kind of giving it and like restricting its access, or like making it follow through all the rules, make sure that you do. And at least in this particular engine, there is a question generation engine,
mm-hmm.
but then there is another engine which is going and verifying all the questions about the
Okay.
pattern and all those things, and like consistency, accuracy, maybe formatting, all these things. So there is actually a reviewer agent. So there is first a generation
Okay.
agent, then there is a reviewer agent, and then finally like there is another like kind of script that is running to kind of make sure that all the things are cleaned up. And
Okay.
all like then there is a solution sort of agent which is making sure all the solutions are correct as well. So
I
there is
see.
multiple steps that are running in the background. And you can imagine, right? Like if you have 400 question and if you turn it on, depending upon, let's say, I don't know, let's say you have 20 topics.
Mm-hmm.
So 20 topics into 24, that, again, if
Yeah.
there are questions, it will not generate. But if there are not, then it will like try to
I
generate.
see.
But
I see.
24 into 20, that's 480. So it will by behind the scene go and generate 500 questions.
I see.
Uh, so it's a lot of work, and it may
Oh,
take
absolutely.
maybe a day also to just come back to you, because we are going to run it on our server
I
behind the
see.
scene, and we'll just send you an email once this thing is done, or
Okay.
and notification as well in this case.
So for now, like if I'm creating a new course and I'm putting this questions and I'm putting the material, so I have PDFs and I have the solutions and everything. So if I start putting that in, uh, is it able to take the PDFs and the solution? Because those math worksheets have multiple ways of solving the same problem, um, that I would like it to be there. So when a student is using the platform, they will have some options. I mean, I can sit with somebody on the team and kind of just show them what I'm trying to do here. Um, it's basically a math Olympiad course that I'm trying to get started on.
I'll quickly show maybe one thing which may be useful. Prakash, are you there? I mean, can you please pull the evals that we ran like for the similar question?
Yeah, I just need 2 to 3 minutes to
Okay.
show it.
So I can just show you, for example, this is what I'm trying to, um, This is the Math Olympiad, right? Each set has 5 questions. Okay, and each thing makes one paper, and then we have solutions, right? So they have this method 1, they have method 2, again multiple methods of doing this. So one option would be to manually enter all this information. Otherwise, another option would be to put in this material. Because you see, it's like it has a lot of graphics and it has.
Yeah, I'll be
Have you
interested.
tried to put this material like while extracting or anything like
I
that?
haven't. But before I start, I just wanted to know like what are the right steps I should follow so I don't make a mistake and then bug you guys.
No, so I think, I mean, and these are open-ended kind of questions, right, Garima? They're not
Yes,
like
yes,
options.
yes. There are
Right.
no multiple choice. Yeah.
Okay. I would say like the right place to do this or like generate more questions like this then will be the similar question generation engine.
I don't,
Uh,
at this point, I don't even need it to generate similar questions. I have enough material.
Oh, if you have, then I mean, can we just try maybe quickly to
We
just
can,
dump or at least like a screenshot, like one page, and
Or
just
like one set would be
one set
also
of questions. Can you just take a screenshot
let's
of
do.
just one set of question?
or like the PDF will work if it is one set only.
Okay, it's gonna work with the PDF.
Yeah.
If there are only
But-
one set, like say, because here I see there are 3 questions in the same PDF, right? 3A, 3B. Like, so if there
Yeah,
is
yeah. It has 3 on one page and 2 on one page.
no,
yeah,
I
it
mean,
will work. Kushal, maybe most
And I
probably it
do
will
the
work.
solution separately and the paper separately, correct?
No. What you're asking is like question separately or solution separately, right?
Yes.
Can you just try giving this
I
whole
can try.
PDF?
Absolutely. No, absolutely. Of course.
Let's just go with all of them combined.
Yeah. And I just
not
put.
in the course generator, but in the,
So if I go to course and I go to create new course.
oh no,
No.
like take one of the already created course and maybe we can just try to see it there.
Oh.
Um, I mean, for now, I mean, maybe
Maybe in physics. I don't know. This is like
question database,
add question,
that question.
extract from PDF. Okay. Okay.
Here you have to.
Yes, I'm.
Just do extract question.
Questions.
And
This
this is an
is
open-ended.
numerical response.
This is an no, this is an open-ended response. Guys, can we please change the names of these things?
Sir, it is already changed, but it is on development.
Okay.
So the numerical response, basically, Garima, we are going to change its name to short answer, and open-ended response is going to be a long answer question. So like think of short answer question is like, whenever you have the fill in the blanks or those
True or
student produced
false.
response
Got it.
questions like SAT, those will fall under short answer because there is only one or like maybe 1 or 2 variants of the answer which are correct, like 1/3 and 0.33 are correct, or like maybe there is a fill in the blanks and that is the right answer. So that's when we are going to use open like short answer. They are also graded by AI, and that's why they can actually manage like multiple different responses of the same answer. Let's say mathematical or textual, but at the same time, then we have.
Okay. It's okay. I think it looks there is something over here.
But it only extracted one question.
No. We have multiple. Can you go this The arrow button, is it working for you?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, there is. It came under one this thing. It says one question, but
I know. Oh, here it says 1 of 1.
But it extracted 3B.
It extracted
yeah, for all these
3D,
5 questions would be there.
3C, 3D, and 3E. Okay. Okay. Can I see what it's gonna look like?
So yeah, but before that, I mean, Garima, maybe you want to edit and remove maybe the 3E because it is already doing and renumbering like 1E, 1B because that's the actual PDF. So I would say like just maybe removing some of those text. This is we cannot remove so much.
Remove what?
You see the 3C, 3B, 3A, like that is coming from your original PDF, right?
That's fine.
That is fine. So that's fine then. I mean,
That's
and then
this is round 3. So all the questions will be like 3A, 3B, 3C, 3D like that. Round 1 worksheet, when I upload it, will say 1A, 1B, 1C. So this is like the 3 indicates the round, which is fine. Like students understand this.
okay. So once this is done, and if you're okay with and looks
Only the
like
thing is like 3C in the solution, it appears 1C. That is something that we will have to
no,
probably.
because we do numbering, this is
Yeah.
this is our numbering.
Okay.
Basically internally when we see a question which has multiple part,
Yes.
we are basically breaking down it
Which
as like
makes sense.
1A, 1B, 1B, or like if there were like 2 big questions, then it would have been like 1A, 1B, 1C, 1D, 1E, and
But
then
in the whole material, is it going to shuffle between the solutions? Then it's going to be a problem.
shuffle between solutions, meaning
Meaning, like if it really has 1C as it appears here versus 1C which is on that actual PDF, is it going to confuse between the
No,
two?
no.
no, the
Not at all.
numbering basically, I mean, again, this is just a question, right? If
Okay.
it goes into a test, then depending upon its order in the test, it will
Okay.
appear in that nomenclature.
Okay.
Whatever is 1C, if it is the third question in a test, then it will appear as like 3C.
Mhm.
So it
Okay.
is following the nomenclature of the test in
I
that
see.
at that point, because it is now added as part of a like a big question
Okay.
block.
Here, what you see,
As-
1A, 1B, 1C is like just for your
I
matlab,
see. Okay. Then that's fine. How do I see like the student view or something?
So we'll have to put this question in a test to just see like
Okay.
assign it at this point. There is
Okay.
not
The
a
only thing I want to see is
built-
like here how it shows like the line break is not coming like a line break,
which one?
because in the actual paper I think it was just an image that they inserted. I think probably like here this is
Can
what
you
the
go?
looks like. So AI has detected correctly. It shows line break, but on our questions it appears.
But we can edit that very quickly.
We can edit that, right? Okay.
If you do edit, no, on this question itself at the bottom.
Yeah, I can edit. Okay, and then it will show.
No, so now you can what you do where is better written. No, on this side of the question. So you see this is a visual thing.
Yeah,
Yeah, remove the BR and just do a line break there.
I see.
That's the
Like this?
yeah. So you see it is already changing in the actual test as well. So as you keep making changes, it will show you the changes right away.
I see.
So this is what we call a visual editing. So
Yeah, which is easy for me because earlier when we were doing like the APs, it was not like that.
no, it was not like that. So now we have made it like so you can even push it a little bit so that the plus button is,
That's what I'm trying to do.
or you can move everything
Yeah.
in one go.
Okay, which is easier because yes, this is better, I think. And let's save it. Okay, I will move the spacing, but it appears it's showing. And then I want to see what solution it like put here. Did it put all the solutions for them? for that, or just one method?
It will most probably pick only one method.
Hmm.
If I am, can we go down in the solution
That's what I'm trying to see. Let's turn
on
it.
this side?
This one had only one, but the others had a few. Like for example, this one had two methods. Uh, so this is how the methods look like. One was just adding, and one is, like decomposition.
Mm. So
They
if you
just-
want to, and that's why, okay, maybe I'll show you. So in that case, the extract solution from source, you see that
Mhm.
option.
I see that. Okay. Okay.
Can you just, in that case, that's why we built it, because a lot of people were doing this, and because AI
Put a
generated.
screenshot maybe.
Yeah, just a
Yes.
screenshot here. Just drop that screenshot and it will replace that with. So you just take a screenshot for this thing, go back to your PDF.
Yeah, I did. I took the screenshot. I took the screenshot, and now I can just kind of upload.
Not, yeah, just put that. You have, guys, have we enabled like the paste thing in that box?
Extract now.
I need to check once.
So just take screenshot of that 3A where there is method 1, method 2.
I think it's showing.
We are seeing the PDF side, Garima. Can we see the? Yeah, exactly. So now it has, oh no, it only did method.
I only took the second method screenshot, but now I got it. I'll take both the method screenshot and I will put it there.
Yeah. So basically this is to, again, like, manifest your thought, right? Because
Oh.
maybe, and that's why we have designed it. Looks now very complex, the whole editing thing. But that's the reason why it is, because if you have to have your own solution, and if you have your own handwritten or whatever notes or screenshots that, no, I want this solution, then you just dump it and that will override the original AI generated answer.
Okay. Okay.
Or we have created another regenerate solution, because why is that? Because sometime, let's say AI has originally made a mistake, but if you tell it that, oh no, this is the correct answer, let's say it picked option B, but option C was correct, so you say like, no, option C is correct,
Okay.
and then you just press the regenerate the solution, so it will then regenerate solution based on option C as correct.
I see.
Things of that nature. So we basically know that it may make mistake, particularly we see it around more complex topics. So
Okay.
and this was happening when a lot of people were adding like AP physics and AP
Yes.
calculus and all those things, right? So we evolved this to kind of have it all these strong features so that you can add anything and
Okay.
kind of correct it very quickly.
Okay, so then my next question is, because you mentioned AP, for Math Olympiad, I can manually upload and, but for AP, whatever questions I have now, will the AI be able to generate more questions based on those 200 questions, which are maybe seed questions?
I would say so. Again, maybe we can show you some
Can
of the
try.
evals that we ran and question types so we can see quickly. Prakash, are you ready now?
Yes, I'm ready. I'm sharing my screen now.
I'll stop sharing my screen.
Priyanshu, you want to say something?
Yeah, by the way, I just wanted to ask, is these AP mathematical questions or any other subject, they are always open-ended, right?
No. So AP has both format. It has multiple choice and it has the free response question. They are both types of questions.
Okay. So they're like part A, part B kind of.
So AP test has one section that is only multiple choice questions. That's section 1. Section 2 is FRQs. Those are like the free response questions. Those have
Yeah.
part A, part B. Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Is my screen visible?
Yeah.
Actually, the generate similar question functionality we have made. I have also made evaluation system to test out our feature. Okay, so here what I did is I gave like a test. Okay, I gave like a test in which there are 10 questions. Okay, and I told our AI model to generate 10 similar questions, right? So I gave it a score like whatever question is generated, by analyzing those generated questions and comparing the original input question, the overall score we got was 21.1 out of 22, and the overall similarity score is 96%. So as you can see, there are multiple parameters on which we are like
But
benchmarking
can
whatever.
we go into one of these
Can we
questions?
see the question? Yeah, I was gonna say that.
I'm showing you.
So Garima, like basically here, like maybe the original question is generated. Yeah, the pattern is same,
Yes.
but it is quite different. If you see,
The values are different. Yeah.
like even the structure is pretty different, right? I mean, it did not try to copy exactly that.
Okay, yes. And earlier we used to see, even for SAT, we would see like the same answer option also. Like the answer
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
but
different, but
we
like
we
same
we
option.
basically, again, as I said, like for this particular feature, we have been at work for more. I mean, Prakash was the one leading the charge, but for almost like a month, and we've been constantly tweaking and all these things to make it like follow the pattern, but not
Got it.
exactly create something. So this engine, and that's why we even created an eval, because by eval we were able to improve it further and further because we were constantly evaluating. So Prakash, can you keep on showing some other, like what was the original?
Oh, this looks good. Like this is at least little better. But
Can
can
you
we
keep
tell
down, because
something?
I see English ones as well, so maybe we can show very
Let's
much.
look at that. Yeah.
Or maybe just open up all of this just to. So this again,
When
I think it has.
this is the question generated. Okay, but what happens is when you try to generate similar questions, uh, after generating this question, we have made sure that this is written underline, right? So after that, this underline would be showing exactly like this after this question is generated. So you will see exactly underline on your dashboard, on your question dashboard.
I'm not getting, Prakash, what you're trying.
what he's trying to say is that we will run the correction engine again,
Correction,
which is
yeah,
not
correction
yet
is Mhm.
Okay, so
in
this
in
at
this
this
version.
point the correction engine is, so that's what
Yeah,
Garima said, right? Like after
Okay.
verification, even
Okay.
even then we see that AI writes few tidbit like
Yes.
latex symbols. So then we run a correction engine, which actually then again goes and reads through all these things, and any special characters or anything that it kind of made a mistake, it will then go and correct it.
No,
So
I
at this
think it's a
point,
great feature. It's just like it's like DNA, right? You have your own proofreading engine.
yeah. So it is running with. That's why I told you. I mean, even just adding 200 question, like I don't know how much time it took you. Even though with our help, I'm guessing at least a month, right? Uh, I don't know what was the timeline, but I remember we added in SAT originally like 500 question in almost like 5-6 months. Like after going through all these like verification steps, like checking question quality, all that.
Mhm.
It took us like 5-6 months, and now it is doing in less than one day. Like
Yeah.
more
No, no,
than
it's great.
1,000 questions. I
I
mean,
would
even I was amazed.
No, I would just suggest like maybe I don't know if this is already what it's doing. So that similar question generator engine that you have, for example, I'm just the last question that was on circle, right? That was equation of a circle. So if we just put in some keyword like, oh, if it's only asking the perimeter, maybe it can ask the circumference, the area, or something, like similar keywords, so that the next question it generates is testing the kid on the same concept, but not the perimeter again, but maybe the area or something else.
The circle question.
There was one question that was equation of a circle, this one.
The first one.
So this was a perimeter of the square. So maybe like just ask the area or something. I mean, not for specifically for this one, but maybe some keywords. It's little far-fetched. Obviously, the second you start showing us new features, we get greedy. So it's not like a deal breaker or anything, but maybe to solve that problem. But this has become so much better, Kushal, than earlier what the similar question generator did. It would give very, very similar question, just change the value a little bit and not the answer choice also. Like if the answer was B in the previous question, it would be B also. Like, so the students, they try to game the uh, practice. Like they try to trick,
नहीं यार ऑफिस आवर्स चल रहा है तुम लोग तो ऑफिस आवर्स ज्वाइन नहीं करते
Hey Priyanshu, can you mute us? So no, and I think that is, I mean, we tried. I mean, and you can see like we have
Lot
ran.
of-
This is so much better. This is great.
Can you go down? I mean, maybe Prakash, we can see more of the like I think reading, writing, transitions. So I think there is one question where it actually gave itself like low marks. Can we go into that like particular one?
Yes. Options count and single correct answer. Okay.
Yeah, so here I don't know why it actually gave it bad marks itself. So basically, in here, what is happening, Garima, that AI is generating a question, and another AI is basically grading the answer or grading the entire question set, like right, and that's what basically this engine is doing. It is evaluating the work of the previous AI and then giving it scoring on different dimensions. So we are using our own system. So this is how our
Okay.
grading system looks like in an open-ended system. If you have ever used to, like, basically, you define your rubric and an
Yeah.
AI grades your answer, right? So that's exactly
Yes.
the engine that we have used. Our grading engine uses this thing. I feel like this question is correct. I don't know why it actually gave it bad
Yeah,
marks.
I'm also thinking it looks correct.
So it again could have, so a lot of time it is because of the criterias you have picked up, right? Maybe I don't know. Option count was a criteria here.
Yeah,
Looks like,
option count. Yes, option count was
which is
wrong.
basically good for an MCQ type question, but this was an open-ended answer. So again, this is again a fallacy that maybe it's a good example. Like if you don't pick a good rubric to
Yes.
grade students' answer, and then student will just get unnecessarily bad marks.
So I'm just, why I'm asking you this is because my AP courses, they only have multiple choice questions. So now that's a no-brainer. There will be single choice answer, but we did not put the free response question. Now the college board itself has given us some few samples with the rubrics and everything. Right. So this year, my goal was to create those free response questions, but put in the college board rubric so that then the answers can be evaluated on
Exactly, yeah.
that basis, and then kind of train other tests, similar tests, because those are very limited. They are like, I think 5 or 6 years worth of FRQ responses, and the rubric is given with actual student response. That's all given. So if we treat that as a seed or that as the training module, and then kind of train AI so that it really grades very close to what a college board person would grade the student for FRQs.
I mean, as long as I feel like even if rubric is there, I would say AI will do very, very close job. We can test it out, but I'm very confident in that right now.
Okay, rubric is there. I'm going to.
If you have the rubric, because the human person would have also used the same rubric to grade it.
Yes.
And AI we see consistently if it has the answer and if it has the rubric. So that's why in open-ended answer we say at least give us one sample answer, because we know like in an open-ended there can be multiple possible answers, right? If I asked you to write an essay, I mean, you can write something,
Yes.
I can write something, right? So there is multiple. But we always say that give our AI at least one sample answer. That's why the name is also, I think, in UI a sample answer. Okay, so give us one sample answer, give us a rubric. So we know that, okay, given this sample answer, this is the marks we should have gotten. Like, and
Okay.
that sample answer should have to be like a good answer, like, which will score like really high on that question. After that, AI does an amazing job. I don't know, we have ran that. I don't know. I mean, there are a lot of organizations who actually have FRQs added and all that.
Mhm.
Like, we've never seen any complaint in grading.
Okay.
Because AI explains its grading as well, like why I gave 5 marks. Like, even here you would see, like, if it gives low grade, then it also explains like why it gave, like, low marks here. So if can you go again?
Yes.
Can you go down? Yeah. So you see the generated question doesn't list any option. So it is explaining that why I gave it 0, because I was supposed to check the options count, and there are no options.
Mhm.
So it is explaining why I gave it
Okay.
0, or why option uniqueness is a criteria that we actually had.
Had
Right.
okay.
So it gave, like, oh, there are, like, the options are maybe not
Similar.
exactly. So
Mhm.
again, as long as it has an answer, it does a very good job in evaluating
No,
or
I
like
see. I
grading.
see. I totally. I think I'm going to try with that AP rubric for the FRQ. Currently, I don't have a single free response question on my AP course for any of the APs, physics, chemistry, bio. But this was my goal for this year, kind of uh, prep.
So as you saw, right, I mean, even open-ended answers, like with multiple parts, which are FRQs. FRQs have multiple part, right, of same thing. You can just dump in a PDF. Our engine extracts all the parts, subparts, generates a solution. If you're not happy, put your own solution. And yeah, I mean, I don't think it will take a lot of time. But all we want to say is, yeah, like, we worked a lot on this similar question generation. And but another caveat is, when you turn on the plain practice thing, it will always just generate MCQ. So currently, that plain practice by default has an MCQ question type. So the idea around gamification was that, we give them some options to kind of learn about the material, like, quickly and
Okay. No, I think this is look good. It's definitely worth a shot and see what it does.
okay. All right. No, but these were a lot of, I mean, we hope, good update. So no, thanks, and everyone. And I guess, yeah, let us know, how do you feel. Notifications are also there. I guess we did not talk about, or did we talk about all the updates in the Zoom thing, Amit? Sorry.
Kushal, I think we should.
Yeah,
Recording feature is.
yeah, this is already over time, so we can keep it for the next time. But we have added Zoom feature. I don't know, Garima, if you know, and
Zoom
like,
notification.
basically you can schedule one-on-one classes using our own platform. And very soon, as these one-on-one classes gets finished, a space will be generated on that class, where not only the video is available of the class recording, but also people can just chat with your avatar and ask what was discussed in this class and all those things. So that is the whole Zoom recording, or like Zoom scheduling meetings through Zoom feature. So we were going to discuss that as well, but I think we can keep it for the next time.
And Garima, I think you can also check notification. I already sent it you as well.
Oh, notification in my portal.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh yes, I see something popped up. Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
New notification operations. Okay.
So, but yeah, like, very quickly, we added what you were asking. Like, free students are now a separate thing. Paid students are another one. Like, we already segregated some of those things. You can send it to just your team members, just to the free students, just to paid students. We will make another category called active students, like people who are making a lot of activities in your portal, on your side of the portal. So you can just blast notifications to them. So those will be, yeah, they will be there. And the next feature I think people are already requesting is that, we ability to send an email as well,
Yes.
not just in-app notification. So emails are going to cost because we have to also use some email server to send out emails. So we'll see. I think we'll have to kind of, balance out. We can give certain number of emails, as part of the default package. But if people go beyond that, then we have to charge, because behind the scene we have to pay as well. Yeah, but yeah, email would be the email notifications would be the next thing that we will enable. All right, no, I won't take much time. We had more things to show, but we will, we'll do it next time. And yeah, I guess platform is evolving I hope for better, and we will need constant guidance from you guys to kind of, keep making it better.
Yeah.
No, excellent updates. Like really, it has come so far from what it was.
No, thank you.
Amazing, amazing.
All right, guys, I'll not take much time. Have a good day and good weekend, and take care. Yeah, bye-bye.